Top Network is a decentralized open communication network on the blockchain. Top provides cloud communication services such as VPN, messaging, calling, CDN, IoT data sharing, storage, live streaming, video, and more. Top Network connects thousands of servers and millions of users' computers. Each server or computer can be considered as a node in the network. Each node can provide multiple communication services. Top Network provides SDK and API for developers to quickly build any communication apps or any apps with communication features. Compared with in-house solutions, Top can save developers over 60% of costs and significantly shorten development cycle. With end-to-end encryption technology, Top Network is secure and unstoppable. Top Network adopts international communication protocols. All communication apps on Top Network are interoperable. Top Network is also a high-performance public blockchain platform designed to enable real-world business on the blockchain. 300,000 TPS, zero gas fees, instant confirmation. Every day, billions of messages are delivered, millions of calls are answered, and millions of VPN sessions are served. How are such massive volumes of transactions settled on the blockchain? Top Network has its own distributed ledger. Top Network is designed to settle massive volumes of transactions generated by real-world businesses. Here are the key technologies of Top. With these technologies, Top Network can handle several 100,000 transactions per second. The three-layer ledgers include multiple service chains, the off-chain processor, and one main chain. The main chain only handles financial settlement, while service chains process business logics. Now let's take a look at the two-layer sharding technology. Nodes on the consensus network are randomly selected by DPoS and VRF algorithms to form a shard. The entire account space on the blockchain is splitted into multiple zones. Shards use the PBFT algorithm to reach consensus on transactions. After a transaction is verified in a shard with PBFT consensus mechanism, a randomly selected advanced node audits and signs the transaction. Compared with EOS, Top is genuinely decentralized and able to provide much higher TPS. Top, designed to enable real-world business on the blockchain. Top is really an extraordinary blockchain project. 50 million users will be seamlessly moved to Top immediately after the launch of Top Chain. Miners are the foundation of a blockchain ecosystem. For Top, some users' devices can join Top Network as nodes to mine tokens. 3 Dapps with massive user base. Full-stacked decentralized communication services. A high-performance public blockchain for all Dapps. All in the Top Network.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Santiago Pitluk. I am a web developer for the last 15 years and a crypto investor since 2017. I am also the host and owner of the YouTube channel Cryptocurrency State. And today I will be hosting this interview with Steve Wei, the CEO of Top Network. Recently, Top Network has successfully launched the first on-chain application, BitVPN, marking that the commercialization of Top mainnet has gradually started. Top Network is the world's first blockchain platform that has been completely built for Web 3.0 since its initial design. To achieve the business goals of Web 3.0, Top Public Chain took the lead in realizing the full-state sharding and applied technologies such as double-layer lattice, double-layer sharding, and parallel PBFT based on the dark data structure. The extremely high TPS and security, the fast transaction confirmation speeds, and zero transaction fees, making Top Chain particularly suitable for the massive high-frequency service such as communications, games, social networking, big data, AI, and IoT. The successful launch of BitVPN This time is the first practice of Top Network to achieve the long-term goal of Web 3.0, and it is also an all-round test of Top Public Chain. Today, we are inviting Steve Wade to this interview. Steve is the CEO of Top Network. He will tell us about the challenges encountered in VPN's launching and something more. Let's welcome Steve. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Santiago. How are you?
Thank you. Very good.
Cool.
Thanks for coming you here.
It's my honor.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Steve Wei, CEO and co-founder of Top Network. Top Network is a decentralized communication platform plus a public blockchain platform, basically for decentralized communication applications, financial applications, and games. We are building many things. And our team, the main team based in Silicon Valley, include myself, but we have engineers in other locations. It's a very decentralized team. Yeah. And we have been working on this platform for almost over 3 years, actually, over 3 years. Yeah. It's a technical challenge, but we are working hard, and finally we launched the platform. And let me introduce myself a little bit more. I basically a communication guy. I have been in communication business for over 25 years. I started from building WebEx, the very famous web conference company. Back to 25 years, I was basically the first engineer of that company. So the company was very famous and acquired by Cisco. And Zoom, today a lot of people are using Zoom, right? Basically was from there. And the current CEO of Zoom, Eric Yuan, he was there too. And we were very close friends. And Zoom, Eric actually right now is one of my advisor of Top Network. Yeah. So communication is in my blood. Build many communication applications. And that's why I start Top Network. And we want to build something, decentralized communication platform for the users. Right now, people call it Web 3.0. At that time, there's no such concept, Web 3.0. But our mission and vision are same. We build something Web 3.0.
So, Steve, it is known that Top started from communication application, but as a public chain project, what problems did Top solve in communication?
In the past 25 years, I have built many communication apps like web conference, video conference, messenger apps, the phone call apps, VPNs. The last company I started, Dingtone, we have over 100 million users, but all those applications are centralized. Centralized means the developer, the company who develops the applications has control over those applications. For example, Facebook can control WhatsApp, Facebook messages, right? Yes. They can see, they can read any messages, they can listen to phone calls. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yes, it is.
So our mission, we want to build something can truly protect the user's privacy. Means like, nobody can listen your call, nobody can read your message. Users' privacy should be respected and protected. And the users' data is owned by users, not the centralized companies, large companies especially. Yeah, and that's the problem we try to solve. That's the vision drive us to work hard.
Okay, so what about finance? Finance has always been regarded as the first area to implement blockchain technology. What potential and plans does Top have in the financial field? Because we have DeFi right now, decentralized finance, as one of the top market to go with blockchain, right?
That's a good question. So, as we know, initially blockchain was built for financial application. Basically, Bitcoin, Ethereum are for financial application. Especially Bitcoin itself is a financial product. Yeah, obviously, financial application. I would say, is one of the best applications on blockchain. It can really describe the current financial system or product. And similar to me, it's similar to us, Topnet, although Topnet is built for communication that's the starting point. But Topnet is also perfect for financial application, especially one of the application, CBDC. I would say, CBDC is the crown jewelry application of a blockchain platform. We right now, even in the past 6 months, we have been working with a country. I can't answer the name of the country right now.
You can, huh?
DApp protected, but we are working on that. Working with a country to build a CBDC project. But CBDC, it's very, very different than traditional financial application, because for a government, for a country, for them, compliance is very, very important. They make sure nobody, is money laundering, like illegal cross-border transactions, those kind of. That's the first thing on their mind, Yeah. And the amazing thing is Top Network has a perfect architecture for this. If we look at our white paper, Top Network basically has 3 layers, and we have the routing layer, we have the consensus layer, we have the auditing layer. I'm going to talk about the consensus layer and the auditing layer. For consensus layer, for example, like PBFD consensus, right? Transaction are consensus on that layer. So Bitcoin, Ethereum every blockchain has this consensus layer. But at the top, we have another layer we call the audit layer. So this layer doing only one thing, audit every transaction already consensus in the consensus layer. So it's like an auditing form. The audit layer is the auditing form. They audit every transaction. So that's for double security. That's for compliance. For example, you can put the KYC, AML in that layer. And for a CBDC project, they absolutely need this. For example, you send $1 million to someone. It's a large money, right? Large amount of money, $1 million. Okay, the government need to look at who is sending the money, send it to whom, right? So they need as a layer to audit this transaction. And for top, we have perfect design for this. So that's the reason why they choose to work with us. I guess in the next year, probably you can see public news from us about this CBDC project. It's amazing. We are very proud of that.
Well, yeah, really, CBDC is a big part of all the DeFi infrastructure that is being created right now in the crypto space. So, and it's understood that Top is committed to promoting the development of Web 3.0. But why do you think that Top can promote this development, and what role will Top play in Web 3.0?
Okay, so I personally went through Web 1.0, Web 2.0. Now it's Web 3.0. When we built Web Top Network 3 years ago, Web 3.0 is just a concept getting started. And the vision of Web 3.0 is user own everything, and users' privacy should be protected, and things like platform should be decentralized. Nobody, especially a large company like Facebook, controls the whole thing. That's not good for users, for the community, because they try to squeeze every user, right? They try to sell our user data. So that's the vision of Web 3.0: decentralized infrastructure and enable users' privacy, and enable users' own data. That's the vision. And so we share the very, very similar vision when we started this project. We want to build a decentralized communication platform layer to enable communication app. So, for example, if you are building a messenger app, and building messenger app is a very difficult job, and you just need to connect to our platform, connect to top network, and the communication app, the messenger app, become decentralized, and the user data is saved on the blockchain. And with your private key, you can retrieve your data, delete your data, whatever you can do. And nobody own your data. So that's what we are doing today, a decentralized communication platform. And Web 3.0 include many areas. For example, storage, communication, web hosting, financial, so many things. And communication is one area. We only working on this area. There are other projects like Filecon for decentralized storage, right? And Affinity for decentralized web hosting, all those kind of things. So we are in the same vision, but in different area. And we want to our layer in communication area can make a contribution to Web 3.0 for the users.
Yeah, it's great. And it has always been a major problem for blockchain to increase the number of users and real business and rapidly expand the ecosystem. What is the significance of the BitVPNs launching on top chain? And how are you further expand the top ecosystem in the future?
Let me continue a little bit more about CBDC. One requirement of CBDC project is a huge volume transaction because nationwide usage, right? However, communication business, the volume is much bigger than that. For example, we have a VPN app. Before the BitVPN, we have a centralized version VPN, the Sky VPN. The DAU is about 1 million DAU, means 1 million people are using it. And they are thinking about like a 5P data, petabyte data every day. So it's a huge volume. And the traditional blockchain, even traditional communication platform is difficult to handle those kind of volume transactions. So we were facing a huge technical challenge, how to handle such volume in a decentralized platform. So honestly, we delayed the project many months. It's unbelievable, the challenges. But in the end, early this year, we finally launched the BitVPN, the first decentralized VPN on blockchain. I mean, everything is on blockchain.
Yes.
If you are using BitVPN, we don't know what website you are accessing. We don't know who you are. We cannot give you data to FBI. We don't have the data, basically.
Yeah, basically you don't have the data. That's great, actually.
Yes, yeah. So for the top, number one, the BitVPN number one enable us to solve the technical challenge. That's the first. Secondly, BitVPN has a lot of users, and so in the beginning, the top blockchain has a lot of users now. So people, are using BitVPN for the privacy and for other purpose. And I can mention a lot of crypto users are using BitVPN. For example, me personally, I most of the time I in US, but sometimes I'm not in US. For example, from US, you cannot access Binance without a VPN. Yeah, so I needed to open BitVPN to enable VPN connection so I can access my Binance account. Yeah, a lot of crypto users are using it. They like it because it's truly decentralized. It's on blockchain. Yeah. So BitVPN is the first application, decentralized application on our platform, and it has a large user base. Yeah. So it demonstrated how top network works and demonstrated the value of top network. That's very significant.
Well, Steve, all that sounds great, and seems that could be a great future ahead for the top ecosystem with all the products We are going to wait for the CBDC news that you cannot reveal yet. I'm afraid that this is all the time that we have today for this interview. Thanks a lot for being here and giving us all these updates.
Thank you for the show, Santiago. I'm glad to talk with you, and I hope we can talk more on this channel. We can share a lot of wonderful news to the community. And thanks for everyone listening to this show. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot, and thank you for being watching here in the channel and enjoying this interview with us. So
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.